We alive again. Yes. 1 minute to go. Let us know in the comment section if you're here. Tranzeettv, welcome to our rebranding quiz, question and answer, and win. Yes, we are live on Instagram, Facebook, and on our YouTube channel. But very soon we're going to go off Facebook, and Instagram is going to be on YouTube. The questions and answers are going to be in the comment section in on our YouTube channel. Welcome. Good to see you all. Make some noise on the comment section. Let's see. Let's know you're here. Few seconds to go. Tranzeettv back again, back to our live stream. We are back on the channel on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Our rebranding quiz, answer and win cash prizes, jerseys, so many prizes to be won on this one today. Yes, get busy in the comment section and let's have some fun. Today's we're going to make it very interactive. I would love to hear from you from the comment section. Let me know what you think. Make some noise in the comment section. Send in your chats. Let me know you're here. In fact, the first 5 people to send in their "I'm here" chats will probably work out something for you. Win some prizes. Some very easy one today. Yes, the live chat. Let me see you. If you're here, raise your hand up. Give me some hands on the comment section. First five people. Okay. I see you. Tequila, I see you. Mr. Cruz. Yep, yep, yep. I see you guys in the comment section. We are live. And before we continue this one, I want to use make have a 1 minute silence for Jogo Jota, who lost his life this week. A very tragic news that hit the footballing nation, footballing world this week, and sadly we lost that young man and his brother in a car crash. I think for the family, for the football family, for respect to what he has done for football, I think it should be nice for us to have a minute silence in memory of Diego Jota and Andre Jota. Yeah, pray for a peaceful repose of the soul of Jota and his brother, and that the family will find the strength to bear this loss, especially his kids, his wife, and of course his parents. Yeah, Mr. Killer, I see you right there. Say, what do you think about the Jota team that's Liverpool paying his family for the next 2 years? I think that's a class act by Liverpool, and they have shown that they are a team that has a soul and has connection. I understand that football is just beyond the numbers, scoring goals and making profits. This at least will go a long way to help the family to bear this loss. Good one, Liverpool. And I don't know if you guys, if you know, Liverpool is a team that is not new to tragedy. They've had a few of it in the past. You remember their stadium incident and they lost many of their fans. So if there is any team, this is not wishing Liverpool these kinds of things. It's just if there's any team that understands the pain of loss of their own is Liverpool, and I know I trust that they're going to handle this situation very well and give the family the support that they need during this difficult time. Yeah, justice that's true as well. Liverpool immediately retired his jersey number 20, and nobody ever is going to wear that number again playing for Liverpool. That's another class art right there for by Liverpool, and they've really shown that they are a team that has a soul, like I said before, and big up Liverpool, thumbs up for them, and they deserve all the support they've been getting all around the globe with regards to this. And we pray. I believe if anything, they are really going to probably come stronger and try to play for him this season. It's really going to be the soul of Jota playing with Liverpool. If you're playing Liverpool this season, you go just be ready to play against. They had the 12th man already, which is their fans playing at Anfield. There's going to be 13th man, which will be Jota's. So playing with this team, I believe they're going to be on another level this season. Yeah, that's really it was a difficult one. It was a very very difficult one. The Jota, like I say, I know that somebody said when people die, people always say. Okay, I think it was Jose Mourinho being interviewed by Sky Sports during the week. He said when somebody dies, there's always good stuff to say about them. But in terms of Jota, there you just have to say good stuff about him because again, looking in from outside as a non-Liverpool fan, it's one of those players that you never heard any kind of stories about, his outside football life, being stubborn to the team or having disciplinary issues. He's just comes into the pitch, does the business, and he was always one of those players I didn't want to see playing against Liverpool because he can finish. He can finish left, right, and with his head as well. Yes, the footballing world is going to miss Jota. Liverpool will miss him, and you can imagine even fans from Wolves were deeply touched, and he showed up for the memorial service. Yes, the clear, yeah, LeBron James sent his prayers. If you guys don't know, LeBron James is one of the co-owners of Liverpool as well. So, of course, this directly affects him. I'm going to also say big up to Rihanna and Al Kelly, and I think Akon as well. They made songs for Jota for his memory. I listened to Rihanna's own. I think the one I liked most was Al Kelly. Of course, he's one of my favorite musicians. But the lyrics of those songs they made for him were really touching. Thank you to Rihanna. Thank you to Akon and Al Kelly for your you identifying with the family and the club at this difficult moment. We really appreciate you guys. So let's talk a little bit of about Chelsea and Maresca. This ongoing Club World Cup, Chelsea are through to the semi-finals. You can say that the route is not as difficult, but again, you can only beat what is in front of you. They've really done well for themselves. Maresca is gradually getting a foothold on that team. Chelsea fans, let me know what you think. I see you there, Justice. I know you are a Chelsea fan. Let me know what you think. What do you have you made about Chelsea's run in this Club World Cup and Enzo Maresca? Do you think he will take Chelsea to where you want to be? Justice, I'm waiting to hear from you. What's your take on Maresca and Chelsea on this Club World Cup? Yeah, I see you there. Just to say Chelsea is going to the final. Possibly so, but again, this is football. You never can tell. You still have a game to play before you get to the final. So don't be faster than your legs, bro. But so far, yes, they've been doing the bits. But I don't know if you agree with me. Let me know what you think, Justice, or that Victor. I see you as well. The comment section. Uh, when I watch Chelsea, they are doing good, but there's something about the team that I think they still need to solve. There is no there's no identity in the sense of in terms of leadership. That one man that or two or three players that you can say this is what this team is about. Like when you see those two people on the ball, even off the ball, like if you go to Liverpool now, if you see Van Dijk, Allison, and maybe Salah, they kind of represent what the team is about. Other players play off them. But in Chelsea, it looks a little bit chaotic. Like everybody is trying to find their feet. Of course, Kupama was going to be the symbol of that team, but he dropped off last season. In this World Club World Cup, I'm not going to say he has played badly, but he's not been carrying that team. So I don't know. Is it that Chelsea needs to sign a player, or is there something Maresca needs to do in that team to kind of give them an identity and have a couple of players that's going to carry the team? Okay, yeah, Justice, I see. Yeah, I see what I hear. I hear you. You say Enzo, Tosin, Caicedo, James, leaders of the team. Yes, these guys are core, are key to the team. But what I'm talking about, the way they carry themselves. All these people you mentioned, their names, kind of looks like they are working for themselves. Like Enzo, it looks like he wants to be the leader. He's working, fighting for it. But I'm talking about if you see Van Dijk and Salah and Allison, there's no conflict in the way they carry themselves or the work of the team. One thing I agree with you is you say it's a gradual process, which is true. Obviously, it will take time, but the coach has to find a way. Like, let me give you an instance. If you come to Arsenal, for instance, the team that I support, between Gabriel and Saliba, you will know that Saliba kind of looks up to Gabriel to lead them at that back. You know that people like Ben White, even though they have the experience, Gabriel is leader at that back. If you come to the middle, when Partey was there, you see Declan Rice has leadership qualities, but he also looks up to Partey. Partey is the leader in that midfield. I mean, Jorginho is there. He's the one that leads the team. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. It's not about them what they offer, but that that uniformism in leadership is what I'm talking about. Victor, I hear you. I hear you. Victor, I'm waiting to hear from you. It looks like you're watching the Falcons game, but they just scored. Just I don't know if you agree with me. Yes, these players are leaders in the team, but I don't think there is a uniformism in the way they carry themselves or operate in the team. Okay, I hear you. This is good coming from a Chelsea fan. Give it time. That's okay. I agree with that. But there's one thing again. Let's talk about Chelsea transfer this window. You have Jackson, who I know Chelsea fans don't really rate him. He's not one of the best strikers out there, but I like Jackson because of the way he works hard and stretches defenses. Yes, he doesn't really take his chances, but that will come with time, like you rightly mentioned. But going to sign Delap and Pedro is another good striker. But I was thinking that Chelsea was going to, get an established striker to take some eye or some pressure off these other strikers that are coming up. To go and bring Joao Pedro and Delap is almost players at the same level. So who is going to be the leader? If you play Jackson, Jackson might think that Joao Pedro is not that much better than him. Delap the same. So that's one mistake I see Chelsea have done this transfer. But we live to see Pedro for me, good striker, yes. But I thought Chelsea would have just added one of Osimhen, GYOKERES, Sheshko, one of these, established strikers to kind of carry the team with regards to scoring goals. So that some pressure will go off Palmer because Palmer has gone to the level what he did 2 seasons ago. Chelsea fans now look up to him to get the goals for the team. This is funny. See how times change. Chelsea are now looking for the future. Well, okay, I hear you. I hope it works too for you because if you're hoping for the experienced ones to flop, what about your young ones that are not tested? How do you think they're going to do better? No, it will not be fair for you to say that your career is flopped in EPL. How many years ago? He's 27 now. This you're talking about now happened. He didn't even flop in. Don't forget that he played in I think division, yeah, in the lower division, and he killed it there. It was a joke. Yeah, the only place he didn't really do well was at Man City. And then he was very young then, so he can't really count that. Right now, and Arsenal is a team that creates chances. If he's that one, he's going to get the chances. If Kai Havertz could get 15 goals half season last year, even with his inability to finish chances. You can imagine what Gokeres or Shesko would do playing for Arsenal. But again, like you said, he, we'll live to see what's going to happen. And it looks like Nessus is going to be fire, fire, fire. Yep, yep. Let's throw a question out there for you to make it easy for you guys. There was when the news for Jota broke last few days ago. Tranzeettv dropped a content, and in that video, I said something about what are the root cause of the. Can you tell me what I said about what could be done to stop some of these things for the football player? Because this is not the first time we're going to have this kind of incident involving a football player. Remember that Jose Antonio of West Ham right now is just recuperating from his own accident he had. I think it was in December. He's just learning how to walk right now. And Jose Antonio Reyes also died in similar circumstances so many years ago. And I think there was one that happened recently as well. Even Ronaldo has had this incident before as well. If you watch that video, let me know. There was something I said in that video with regards to how this could be stopped. I'm waiting on you guys. Did you guys watch that video? One more easy one. Give me two Super Eagles players that have been interviewed by Transit on this platform, Tranzeettv, on our YouTube channel. If you watch those content as well, you'll be covering Super Eagles games. Give me two Super Eagles players that Tranzeettv has interviewed in the last 1 year. Folake Olatunji, good to see you. Thank you so much. You came at the right time. Two questions on the platform. You almost missed it. If you watch the video that we had dropped with regards to Jota's death, you remember in that video I said something about how these football players are having these accidents these days, what could be done. Let me know what I said in that video. Again, if you also watched our coverage of Super Eagles, give me two players that we interviewed, we have interviewed on Tranzeettv. And if you can give yourself an edge to say maybe one or two things that they said in that interview. We are waiting. While you come up with your answers, I'll continue. Let's talk about Manchester City. We just talked about Chelsea. Let's go to City. City have made some very fantastic, I would like to say fantastic, so many transfers. They quickly moved into transfer market as soon as the season ended, and made some transfers that looked like they were going to be scary. But if I'm honest, and this is banter aside, from what I see, I don't think City are really going to be. They're still going to find it difficult to beat the City that scares everybody. They look so ordinary. Now you can get at them. And I know not just as an Arsenal fan, Chelsea fans out there, Liverpool fans out there, Manchester United fans out there, you'll be praying that long may this one continue with City, that they don't find their mojo back and get back to winning ways. I don't think the transfers they have done are going to take them to where they used to be. It's going to be a gradual process, and eventually Pep might have to go because it looks like his time is up at City. And he has lost a core components of that his team. To rebuild this team is going to take a few more seasons. I don't know if Pep is going to be patient enough to wait for that time to come around again. We move to United. Manchester United as well is another team that have made some very good transfers this summer. Well, they've not really made transfers, but they're making some moves. Of course, Cunha signed a player with some very high quality. But the only problem I have with that signing right there is that Manchester United have players already who play in that position. I don't think that's the area that they needed somebody, but he's a versatile player as well. Sometimes can play as a striker as well. Maybe that's why they got him, because a supporting striker is it's going to be tough for, because he have Bruno. That's the position that he thrives. So I don't know what Amorim is thinking. Again, he's going from Bilmo. Yes, they found it difficult to score goals in the past few seasons. Maybe they're trying to solve that problem, because these two players know how to get goals. Maybe that's the priority for United going into the next season. I see you, Oluwa Damilare John. Good to see you on the channel. It almost means, okay, let me put this question on the comment section for those who are just coming. Oluwadare, the question we have on the platform right now is, that was I think 6 minutes video that was dropped this week with regards to Jota's death. There was something I said about why these things are happening to players. If you know it, drop it in the comment section. It gives you a chance to win an easy one. And also, if you are a follower of Tranzeettv on YouTube, we also have interviewed so many Super Eagles players, current Super Eagles players. Can you give us two names that we have interviewed on this platform? Who this get them correctly? Make sure, don't forget, you are a subscriber to Tranzeettv. Like this video as well, to give yourself a chance to win. This week is just preamble. This is just an intro. Next week is going to be huge, and we're going to have some massive prizes to be won. Let me put the questions in the comment section. Yes, Justice, let me know, what's your take on Arsenal? News broke this morning that they've made a breakthrough in the negotiations with GYOKERES, agreed personal terms, and the team as well, looking like that transfer is going through. But I don't believe it. I think this is a way to move Shesko and RB Leipzig. You remember RB Leipzig are holding out for a higher fee for Shesko. In my opinion, Arsenal prefer Shesko, but they're trying to use Bucharest to get Shesko, because Arsenal, how they do everything they do, they think about money. Shesko being 22, if he becomes a hit in 3 years, either he will deliver trophies for that team, or they will make huge amounts off of him because he's still young. I think that's why they prefer Shesko. Well, I don't know. What do you think about that transfer there for Arsenal? Mendy was announced this morning. Of course, that transfer is something that we know that had been concluded a long time ago. But Arsenal had been dying on announcing that deal. Justice will have one winner on that first question. Justice, yes, he got it 100% right. Yes, I mentioned in that video. Okay, let me not say what I said again, but I mean you got it right. We're looking for one more winner to join Justice. We have a winner on this one. This is just a prayer, like I said. Justice, you just won yourself 5,000 naira for just for us to replace the data you used to join this session. Yes, thank you so much. You watched the video. I can see. You can see your question is 100% correct. 100% correct. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. This shows that you watched the video. But I hope you liked that video and made your comment on the comment section. That's the second part of it. You have to like that video and, of course, make your comment. We'll check that out and we'll hit you up. And if you're on Facebook or Instagram, send me a DM on one of those platforms and we'll connect from there to complete this transaction. Like I said, you have got one side correct. Is one more to go. Like and share that video. And the Super Eagles players, give me two Super Eagles, current Super Eagles players that have been interviewed on Tranzeettv. Why do you say, Justin? Thank you so much. You've been active. You've been very, very active on this. Well, why do you think GYOKERES is going to be better for us now compared to Shesko? Have you seen some Shesko highlights? uh, to be honest, because of I will even say it's PTSD doing Arsenal. I don't know the last since Aubameyang. We've not had a striker, so at this point, to be honest, I have not really watched these players, especially Shesko, live. I've watched highlights. I know sometimes some of these highlights can be deceptive. Yes, there's an atom of uh, gamble with Shesko. But if the highlights I've seen are anything to go by, that guy is a beast. He's almost like a right-footed Haaland, better Haaland in terms of coming to play, joining play, making play, and he can use both feet. So you can't really see, like you mentioned before, Bucharest a beast in front of goal, depending on what the priority is for the team right now, and which every Arsenal fan know that Arsenal, what they just want now is somebody to score goals for Arsenal to win a trophy. Going by that, the next 2 3 years, Gokares will deliver. But if you're thinking long term, like you said about for Chelsea, then Shesko look more like it because he will deliver and at the same time be an asset for the team in few years to come. Teams like Real Madrid or Barcelona could come 2 3 years from now if he tears this up in EPL, and Arsenal will still sell big and make a lot of money. Like you said, Chelsea have a bunch of young players. They all growing together. Arsenal is not that an old team as well, so they all want to the core of that team to be in the same age bracket. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Justice. I hear you. Like I said, there's none of them that Arsenal will sign that I will budge for. I don't have any issues with Shesko. I don't have any issues with Bucharest. All I need is Arsenal has to sign a striker this summer. They have to sign an out and out striker. And all this news about what's his name, Onemadeke, Eberechi, good players in their own right, but get that striker first, calm the nerves of the fans, and you know reduce the chaos around the club right now. Then move up to the other areas of the pitch. Do you think the rumor about the Arsenal are serious about Rodrigo? You think they can do that deal? For me, I don't know if for those of you that watch this channel all the while, I mentioned Rodrigo last summer. That is a player Arsenal should move for, and I had some rumor then, but people were like, Arsenal cannot sign Rodrigo, but it's looking more like a real rumor now. And from what I've seen this Club World Cup, it looks like a Real Madrid don't want him to stay. They don't want to say it, but because I mean, uh, Alonso has come in and still not playing him. I have a feeling that there's an understanding that he'll be sold this summer. So they're not using him to avoid injuries. So they're going about so that they can preserve the value of the player in terms of the transfer market. I think that's what Real Madrid is doing. Right now, Madrid have made up their mind to part ways with Rodrigo. It's just a matter of who pays. Yeah, I hear you there. You say it's going to be expensive. That's going by the numbers we are hearing in the media. But it looks like Arsenal are going to, these are one of the transfers that will drag because apart from Arsenal, I don't think there's that team now, none of the Saudi guys, that is pushing for that deal or ready to spend that kind of money. City have already done their business. Liverpool have done their business in that area as well. Between Manchester United, Chelsea, and I don't know that team now. Maybe Newcastle, but he's not going to go to Newcastle, for sure. So it looks like that deal is meant for Arsenal, and Arsenal are going to drag their feet. You remember how they got Odegaard as well, and how they signed what's his name, Ozil, so many years ago. So that's one deal that I think Arsenal have probably have made budget for, but they're not going to rush it. Get through this strike up with this stuff, and then look at people like Iberecheze. If those doesn't work, then Rodrigo will be an option. That's what I think. And if Arsenal can get Rodrigo, get Gyökeres or Sheshko with Saka on the other side, I think that team will be a team to beat. There will be goals all around the pitch. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, Oluwadare and John, still waiting for you guys. You have a chance to win today. Larry, John, and Falake Olatunji. You still have a chance to win. The question is right there in the comment section. We'll be ending this stream very soon. Get your answers and win this prize. We have one more prize to give. Join Justice to get this prize today. And let's get home. Victor Osimhen, Justice, Dr. Justice Ibe. I know this one is going to be an area of interest for you as well. It's our own brother, Victor Osimhen. He's becoming a mess. His career is really becoming a mess in terms of transfer. I saw something on Facebook yesterday. I'm still trying to research and know if it's true that he's the one that made that post begging Napoli to let him go at his time. I don't think that's professional enough. He can't do that. And Victor Osimhen have had this reputation around. I think this is one of the reasons why none of the big clubs are going for him. Where should Osimhen go? Go to Saudi Arabia or? And again, you remember PSG were looking for him last summer, and there's not even one noise about Osimhen right now. The only team that have made move for him is I think it was Fenerbahce in Turkey. Uh, that young man, I believe, is beginning to make a mess of his career, and if care is not taken, he's not going to. And right now, based on the kind of offer that Saudi Arabian teams, I think it's Al Hilal have made to him, and he refused it. I don't even think that he'll be welcome in Saudi right now. So I don't know, Osimhen. I don't know what you think. What do you think about him and his career? Yeah, you said they go back. To be honest, Saudi Arabia probably because I'm looking at it. It looks like Osimhen has seen it, feels that okay, I've won the Turkish league, I've won Italian Serie A, won highest goal scorers in these places. Maybe that's enough. Yeah, I can win more, but if that's where he stops, because I don't even know if he's he's talking about money. He's been offered money in Saudi, he refused it. So what does he really want? At the same time, he doesn't want to be paid less than 300 that he's earning. So you don't even know what you want to say about Osimhen on this time around on his these transfers. He needs to get it together. I don't know who his manager is. I don't know who his agent is. It looks like you said, he used the word confused. There's really no clarity with regards to what the young man wants. And the earlier he sorts that out, the better for him. Otherwise, football moves on quickly and they will just forget you. We have seen play. I remember one guy, Hour in Leon. Then Arsenal were looking for him. Real Madrid were looking for him. Everybody there was. In fact, it was the talk of the transfer at that time. Leon didn't want to sell him after that season. But the next season, nobody even hears about him again, both in Leon and anywhere else. So I we have seen so many of those things happen in this game. So if you don't take a chance when it comes, get busy with your football at the highest level, your name will just appear in the grand scheme of things. And that's just how it happens. Simon is, I think he's 27 now or 26, going to Saudi. In January transfer, Duran of Aston Villa moved to Saudi. I remember having conversations with people, and they were saying, "No, he should go get the bag." 6 months now, he's trying to come back to Europe. Can you imagine John Duran going on loan to, I think it's Fenerbahce? He was earning, I think, 150 or 170 in Aston Villa. What kind of bag at 22, earning that kind of money in Aston Villa, playing the Champions League, having possibility of being signed by Manchester United or Arsenal this summer? And look at how it has all ended. I'm sure United would have gone for him this summer, and he would have been their first choice striker and still earn good money. So sometimes this going to Saudi to go get this bags, I don't think it works. Sometimes it backfires. Regardless of how talented you are, they want people that can bring fans to the stadium. So if you don't have that clout yet, you probably might think twice. So yeah, so going to Saudi with the way I've seen Osimhen, I don't think that environment fits his lifestyle. That's my problem with that. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I hear what you say there is great, but sometimes too is some of them allow themselves to be moved around by these agents, and it's the agents that actually do what they're concerned about. Most of them concerned about is the bag so they can make more money. But when it comes to real career issues, that's where the problem. These players might not be that great. It might just be people around them, and sometimes the players are overly loyal to their agents and managers. I think that's where the issue, lies for me. Victor, I'm not seeing you there. Is Justice here have really been active. In fact, you're a worthy member of this platform or winner of this prize today. I see you there. Also, Ima is just jumped in. Yeah, like I said, it might not be great. I think it's more of the agents because these footballers, the contracts they sign with some of these agents is for them to face football while the agents face the other side of things. So if you don't have that exposure or that mental capacity to, really know what you want and let your managers make decisions for you. That's what happens sometimes. I've been in this process. I've managed players as well, and I can tell you, that's how the game rolls. Yeah, no, so I think you might be right there. I just cannot really agree these days without the player. Yes, but what I'm trying to tell you, I've been in this business. When this, depending on the kind of contract you sign with your agents, sometimes these players are loyal to the agents. And To be honest with you, if you know how these things work, these agents decide 80% of these deals. I guarantee you. And it depends because if it, before it gets to the point where players negotiate with teams, the deal is almost already done. The financial side. So it depends on how some of these agents present the deals to the players. Except you are a player that is like really, really focused on your career. You just want to play, or you know the team you want to play for. You say, regardless of how much they offer, this is where I want to go. But if you really want to balance both, or when you have a lot of offers on the table, the agents are the ones that most times decide these things. Yeah, I have about 10 minutes to end this stream today. It's been a wonderful one, very interactive one. I beg you guys to make it interactive, and you have done that. Agents are often portrayed as greedy or unethical. No, that's no, it's not just portrayed. That's I like I tell you, so I've been in this deal. Most that not all of them, anyways. There are some of them that are really, really because I we have heard there are confirmed news now where these agents demand high agency fees from clubs and from these players, and they decide or tell these players to go this route or go this. And players sometimes have confessed it as well. That's why you see sometimes some of these players when they want to change. When they're looking for a transfer, sometimes they change their agency because of the ones that will get the deals for them. Yeah, that's another point also right there. You say interest of the player, club, and sometimes sponsors can be difficult. That's true. But if you, it like I said before, it depends on what your focus is, what stage of career you are at when you're negotiating this contract. If you are between your beginning and 25 years, what you should be thinking about, how do I get to the top? Which team, which career path will help me get to the highest level, quicker, better, and a more steady, and still earn reasonable income. When you pass 30, they are thinking about retirement and how to make more money. So if you are 22 and the emphasis is on money, then something is wrong somewhere between your agent and you. So that's just what it is. It is, So that's the way I see it. Just as you say, I know Party left ATM because his agent was not to get 10%. Or you can say that, but part of the reason was Partey was the worst paid player in Atletico Madrid then, and then if and he was almost the most hardworking player on that team, on that team, and they were not paying him well. So the negotiation did not go well. It was not just about the agent. Even him as a player, they were not paying him well. I had a very attractive release clause, so Arsenal swooped in and made him a better offer, and he moved on. And like I said, at that stage in his career, Partey was I think 25 or 26 when Arsenal signed him. So he was going to be one of those almost his best deal before he gets over 30 to start, retirement talks to start. So yeah, that's why he left. How do you balance conflict between what the best for the player's career, staying at the club for growth, and what's profitable in the short term, a high paying transfer? That's what I'm saying. It depends on the stage of your career, where you are, and your talent. If you are very talented and you're 22, it's not you mustn't even stay in the club. There is a movement that you can make that can help your career to grow. So like I said, like Sheshko, for instance, 22, very talented, good, and it looks like he has a higher ceiling. Last season, Arsenal came, him and his agent said, no, stay in RB Leipzig for 1 more year and develop a little bit more before you make that big move. And he stayed back. That was a good decision. I'm an Arsenal fan. I wanted him to come to Arsenal at that time. But when I heard that, I said, that's a fantastic decision. That is good for him, good for RB Leipzig. Leipzig, the only Arsenal that lost that. And who cares? That's not Arsenal can go buy another player. Then this season they have come. Now it's becoming a little bit tricky. Now is RB Leipzig are demanding high transfer fee. From what we heard, Sheshko as well, maybe I need to agree personal terms with him. So now Sheshko is moving to Arsenal. Arsenal is not as big as Real Madrid. So it's a step. He can still end up in Madrid. So if he comes to Arsenal now, play 2, 3 seasons, develop more and deliver more, then Madrid can come. So that's the progression. That's how you chart pathway for progress for a player. Now, talking about your balance you asked about, you see it, why when you stay back in RB Leipzig, they improved his contract, and agent made money, he made more money, and the club kept him and did good in their league. This season he moves, the agent makes money, the player gets more, makes more salaries, and maybe last week makes a bigger pay in transfer fees. So that's how you balance when you're thinking. So it depends on how old you are at the moment. If Shesko were to be 28 or 29, this will be maybe his last big contract. Then that's when you really, really say no. This is what I want, because you know after this one you may not have time to sign a big contract again also. So that's how you balance it. So it depends on what stage you are in your career. That determines how the dimension you go in with your negotiations. Yeah, I hope I answered your question there. Yeah, guys, we will be rounding up soon, the next 5 minutes. Today we got a winner, Dr. Ibe Justice Chidebere. You are a winner today. And like I said, guys, you know this stream is just to give you some tips on what is coming on Transit TV. We are rebranding big time. The unveiling will be next week, Sunday. We'll be back there. Tell your friend to tell your friend. We're going to have huge prizes. So many people are going to be winners next week. The next live stream, next week, Sunday, we'll be unveiling our new logo, our new identity, the way things are going to go on Transit TV. Keep your eye on Transit TV. Make some, take some time to go check out our content. Like I said, one of the questions today was about Super Eagles. Go and check out our coverage of Super Eagles games and see what our contents are on there. Also, know your Transit TV story, like when Transit TV started, what our contents, which are our most popular contents and all stuff like that. So spend some time this week if you want to win, and the prices are going to be big. This is not, today was just to let you know that we are serious. So go spend some time on some of our contents and watch them. Super Eagles, MPFL as well, our coverage of MPFL as well. Watch some of those videos. You're going to have the chance to win. If we don't get a lot of so many winners next week, one winner could go home with a huge amount of money. And this is not kidding. I'm telling you seriously. Yeah, bravo, Ogwewe. Yeah, check in the comment section. There was a question we have had so much to talk about today. We discussed Chelsea and Maresca. Diogo Jota, of course, we gave a 1 minute silence at the beginning of this stream to respect his soul and that of his brother. We talked about transfers, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Arsenal as well. So the question on the platform right now, we're looking for one more winner to join Dr. Ibe Justice. What was There was a video that was dropped on Transit TV once was Jota's news broke. What did Reggie say on that video with regards to how to curtail some of these accidents by players? Make sure you watch that video, or if you did not, you watch that video, you liked it, because that's what will qualify you to get the prize, and put your response, or give me two or three Super Eagles players, this current Super Eagles squad, that have been interviewed by Transit TV on this platform. If you get any of those questions correctly, you will join Dr. Justice and win our small token today to get replace your data for coming on this live stream. And make sure you're hitting the like button as well on this one. Bravo. Yeah, so far you've not made any comment. Look at the comment section. What do you think about Chelsea and Maresca? It looks like they're coming together. What do you think about Liverpool transfers? Manchester City, do you think they are going to come back this season? I have a feeling that team is going to take some more time, regardless of the player they have signed. It's still going to take them a while to get back to winning ways. They don't look scary as they used to in the past. What is your opinion on that as well? Arsenal, Shesko and GYOKERES, who do you think is a better player for Arsenal? Yeah, bravo, Gune. He said the players are Iwobi and Trus Ekong. I think we have another winner. And for you to get that prize, two more things you need to do. Make sure you like that video. And secondly, I asked, what did they say? Can you say one thing that they mentioned in that interview? It will be and the truth echo. Yeah, I'll give you. Well, I was supposed to run this stream now, but let me give you 2 minutes to get the second part of that question and get your prize. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook or Instagram. DM me on Facebook or Instagram, Bravo Ogbene, and so that we can complete the transaction from there. But meanwhile, complete the answer to that question. Can you just tell me one thing that either of these two players said in the interview to the question they were asked while we were being interviewed by Tranzeettv? Now, so which a big yourself up right there. Thank you for coming on this one today. Dr. Justice Ibe, you have been a fervent follower of Tranzeettv on YouTube. You watch all our content and see all your comments. Thank you for stopping by today as well. And we again big yourselves up there in the comment section. Bravo Ogbene, you just came in and answered the question. And Victor, I think you are watching the the Nigerian game. I saw you as well. Oluwadamilare, John, you did not answer the questions, but if you are still here, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. I'll have something for you, at least for coming in. Folake Olatunji as well. If you're still watching, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll have something for you as well. Yeah, this we are coming to the end of this one. Ogbene, I'm waiting, Ogbene, I'm waiting, and giving you some minutes to get your final answer in so that we can round up this stream and move. Like I said, next week Sunday is going to be huge. Tell your friends. The link will be out very soon. We are some of our partners have given us things to give out, money. There's going to be jerseys to be worn. Sometime next week, be ready. Be ready. Yes, this is not joke. Tranzeettv is rebranding. We're changing our identity, and there is so many prizes to be won on this one. Please don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't tell your friends. Tell your friends. You guys can form a team, win your prizes. And yes, Justice Ibe, I don't have any doubt that you will win. You will win next week because I think you'll watch almost all our contents, if not all. So once you know your transit, you are going to win huge next week. Money, jerseys. If you guys remember, one of our most loyal followers as well, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Peter Femino, Liverpool fan, we gifted him a Liverpool jersey at the end of last season to congratulate him for Liverpool winning the league. He didn't even need to answer any question, but just because of uh, uh, how consistent he has been in following us, we decided to say thank you to him. So we're going to have some of those next week for our followers. Just spend some time this week. 1 hour will not be too much. Just scavenge our YouTube channel. Check out our channel, our contents. Like I said, our coverage of Super Eagles, coverage of NPFL, and of course, know your transit story. When we started, the contents that we uploaded, and yes, and we go from there. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys again next time. Ja.